Rhythms of Super Bowl.
In Demand.
One of the latest hit movies on in-demand pay-per-view.
Concerts. Sports.
And I do mean main events.
Exclusive interviews. Wrestling.
Exciting events from the World Wrestling Federation.
Contests.
Movie trivia and wrestling trivia.
Channel Surfing with Lisa, Friday at 6 on the AT&T Broadband Network.
You feeling good?
Very nice.
I'm feeling good. This is great. Stay connected.
With community connection.
Community Connection. Go to www.attbroadbandnetwork.com for information and showtime.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Joliet, where a sellout crowd of better than 10,000 fans is expected here at Wet Memorial Stadium for this highly anticipated Catholic Metro Red Conference matchup between two unbeaten teams, two defending state champions, the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers, playing host to the Providence Catholic Celtics. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to our AT&T Broadband Network Game of the Week. Alongside Kenny McReynolds, I'm Mark Kruger, delighted to have you with us here tonight. Weather conditions certainly going to be a factor here tonight. We'll touch on that. But the Providence Catholic Celtics, a year ago, they ran the table. 14-0, 6A state champs. And Kenny, this year they're picking up where they left off.
Well, they really have. They're picking up where they left off. They've only allowed one touchdown the entire season. 10,000 people on hand tonight. This is really a playoff atmosphere. Should be a great game tonight.
And we touch on the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. They got a pretty good defense as well.
Well, you talk about great defense. They have not allowed a point all season. Their defense has been absolutely unbelievable. This is by far the game of the year.
All right, Kenny. Earlier in the week, we caught up with the two head coaches, Coach Sefner of Providence and Coach Sharp of Joliet Catholic. Here are their thoughts on tonight's showdown.
Right now, we couldn't be happier the situation we're in. You know, 3-0, going against Joliet Catholic, 3-0, and two teams that were preseason nationally ranked, and I think it's it makes for a great ball game. Opening up against St. Rita, and they were preseason, they were ranked, and so that was going to be a good test for us right off the bat. And I thought we played very well. Since we were young, St. Rita had a lot of kids coming back from last year, and that was a major test for us, a major hurdle. And we played good against those guys, very well, I thought. And kind of set the table for the next two games.
Well, so far our defense has played excellent with 3 shutouts. We're very happy with their performance. Offensively, we were a little slow starting, I felt anyway, particularly for Joliet Catholic. We're usually very strong offensively, but last week we played much better. We're still improving. We're very young on the offensive side of the ball, so it's a situation where I hope we can continue to get better and better throughout the year and really start hitting our peak come playoff time.
We lost a number of people from last year's team. We only had a number of starters. But I think in comparing the two, I think defensively we got the same kind of quickness. Not quite as physical yet as we were last year. I think we're a little bit younger than we were last year defensively. But I think our overall speed is very good. We're very, very pleased with the way those kids worked in the off-season. And in the 40 times were very good. So we're looking forward to this group of kids, getting after it and getting after the ball. And now we're just going to have to be a little bit more physical. Our whole offensive line is new, with the exception of Joe Cirillo, and even more so, we have 3 juniors that are going to be starting. So that's another thing that's we've got all these untested kids and young kids, and so we're. As it turned out, they worked hard in the off season. They really develop their athleticism, and quite honestly, you know, they're doing as well as I could have expected at this particular point.
Well, the difference this year is we're a lot smaller. Last year we had an awful lot of big guys, including J.R. Zwazinski and Mike Koloje, and we had a great running back in Chris Gruber. And so we graduated an awful lot of offense. As a matter of fact, we graduated 5,000 yards of offense last year. This year we're young. We got a junior back in Bobby Buchanan, a quarterback, Ryan Quigley. It's his first year starting in the varsity. And we got 4 new linemen. You know, Steve Douglas returned as the only starter. But defensively, we come back with some kids who had playing experience last year. Lincoln and Jeske, the linebackers, as well as Ross Crampton, and our defensive ends, Singh and Jadron, all had playing time last year.
Hopefully, the defense will set the pace, set the tone for us, and that's generally, I think, most good teams, start out that way. I think you have to really be prepared for them. Their style of offense. They do a lot of misdirection. Last year they hammered you, and they ran misdirection. This year they can hammer you, but not as much. They don't have the 2 backs that they had last year, but they're still got the same running game. I think they got the added dimension, though, of Quigley, the quarterback, being able to throw to their wide receivers. On the offensive side, we have to do basically the same kinds of things we've done for the past 10, 15 years. We try to move the ball anyway. We're not afraid to throw the ball on any down. I think that you saw us in our first couple of games. We throw the ball sometimes 40%, depending on the game, 50%. On first down.
They have a tremendous defense. Trying to find a way to move the ball is going to be a difficult chore on our part. Defensive side of the ball, we got to try and do a good job of stopping them, particularly on first down, force them into predictable situations. On the offense side of the ball, we got to move the chain. And I think a key with a game of this magnitude, the kicking game is going to be very important. We got to take care of the kicking game and turnovers.
Any game. I don't care what it is. You have to play the game to win. If there's a game that they don't keep score, I don't know of it yet. Okay? As long as they keep score, then there's a winner and there's a loser, and you might as well play it to win.
I will give you one prediction. There's going to be 10,000 people there. It's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be hard-hitting and very clean, and you're going to have 2 great programs go at it.
Well, the Providence Celtics, they average over 28 points per game offensively, and much of that load is on the shoulders of Clay Cleveland.
Well, Clay Cleveland's going to have a real soggy turf to run on tonight. As you can see, the rain has really started coming down hard, but Cleveland is something else. He's rushed for 489 yards so far this season.
Defensively, Coach Seffner really likes Marty Marino. This kid can really go at him.
Well, Marino, I tell you what, he can go east to west, north and south. He leads the team with a 25 tackles.
And then for the Hilltoppers of Joliet Catholic, well, they're averaging about 29 points per game, and last week Bobby Buchanan had a breakout week.
Well, Buchanan knows how to play the game. Let's face it, his brother is an NFL star. He accounted for over 200 yards last week by himself.
And then you mentioned this Joliet Catholic defense. They haven't a lot of points. The sophomore, Chris Jeske.
Well, Jeske has 29 solo tackles. He's the main reason why Joliet Catholic has yet to allow 1 single point.
It'd be a good one, a wet one here in Joliet. Stick around, starting lineups, and the opening kickoff is coming up right after this.
You're watching the AT&T Broadband Network.
If it's sports, it's Sports Weekly on the AT&T Broadband Network. And it's not just a game. The most comprehensive high school sports coverage anywhere. You'll get the score, the highlights, and the in-depth commentary. Join Dave Wills and Perry Williams on the #1 source for prep sports. Sports Weekly, Thursdays at 6:30. It's a whole new game.
Get ready to rock with Lifetime Television and Marie Claire's 3rd annual Women Rock Girls and Guitars concert. Join the hottest stars stars in one unforgettable night to help stop breast cancer for life. Enter to win a trip for two to L.A. for the taping of Women Rock, airfare, hotel accommodations, a winter party, and more. The legends of female rock together on one night for one cause. Women Rock, Girls and Guitars Concert. Here's how to enter.
For your chance to win, log on to attbroadbandnetwork.com. Brought to you by Jewel Osco.
Welcome back to Joliet Memorial Stadium. Mark Kruger, Kenny McReynolds, Tom Bonin. There you see a look at the big crowd on hand here tonight for the much anticipated game here between Providence Catholic and Joliet Catholic. Good crowd on hand here. Providence, of course, out of New Lenox, about 10 miles away. And Kenny, a lot of people feel this is going to be a defensive-oriented game. It's interesting. The last time Joliet Catholic was shut out, you got to go all the way back to 1997. They lost 14-0 to, you guessed it, Providence Catholic. Now, the last time Providence Catholic was shut out, you have to go all the way back to the second round of the '89 playoffs. They lost 15-0 to who? Joliet Catholic.
Well, I think when you have one team that hasn't allowed any points at all, and then another team that has only allowed one touchdown, you see why people think it's going to be a defensive battle. Last week, Providence did not allow Leo across midfield. So I can understand why people would think it's going to be a defensive struggle.
Joliet Catholic won the toss. They have deferred, so they will kick off. Ty Foley will do the honors. Brian Pizor and Mark Ryder are back deep for the Celtics. And we're underway shortly here in Joliet. Glad to have you with us on the AT&T Broadband Network's Game of the Week, and this one goes out of bounds. So Providence Catholic will start out first and 10. We'll set the officials for you. The referee, Kevin McGinnis. Umpire, Peter Mixak. The linesman, John Quinn. Line judge, Rich Driscoll. The back judge, Jim Swider. Take a look at the offensive unit for Coach Sefner. Nick Stanton, Darren Richler, Clay Cleveland, Dan Bland, Tim Trukowski, Tony Vlahovic. Yep, up front, the offensive line, Joe Cirillo, Sean Dominic, Mike Pavlik, Jeremy Gaughan, and Dan McEntee. And he touched down at the beginning. Look for number 29, Clay Cleveland. He's got the call. He's averaging 25 carries per game. First play from scrimmage from their own 45-yard line. Providence to the air. Stanton gets flushed out here as he crosses the 40 and gets shoved out about to the 43. Flags flying everywhere.
That may be a late hit. I wonder if they're going to call a hit out of bounds.
Chris Jeske, the sophomore, was there on the hit for Joliet Catholic. And it is against the Celtics. Set the defense for you for Joliet Catholic. Up front, Brad Singh, Jake Trader, Andrew Koloje, the younger brother of Mike, Jim Jondren. The linebacker core, Chris Basie, Ryan Lincoln, Chris Jeske, Kevin Serena. The two corners, two Anthonys, Bashimi and Jutris. And the free safety is Ross Crampton.
That's going to go against Providence. I thought he may have thrown a flag because they were on the sideline. I thought it may have been a late hit, but they caught it with illegal use of the hand.
So they'll push them back. It'll be first and 14 to go from the 34-yard line. Stanton, 6'3", 185-pound senior. Quick drop, and a slant pattern is caught here to the near side for about a 4-yard pickup. The receiver there was Mark Bennett, a 5'11 junior wideout. Jeske was there on the hit.
Nice little quick drop back, a nice little hop out there for a pickup of about 4. But did you notice in that backfield a lot of movement in that backfield for Providence Catholic?
Second down and 8, call it, from the 37-yard line. Opening moments of this ball game between Providence and Joliet Catholic. Celtics out of the I formation here now from the 37. Stanton with a long count. And on the ground, this is Cleveland. And Cleveland gets across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Pick up a 5.
Following that big offensive line. Third play of the game. Kind of surprising. This is the first time that Cleveland has touched the ball. First 3 plays, they decided to pass.
I'm listed here, Kenny. Clay Cleveland is 5'8", but he looks a little shorter than that. I would say about 5'6".
Well, you know what as I do, athlete, you always stretch, you put a couple of extra inches.
Couple more inches, couple more pounds, right?
Won't hurt you, right?
No. All right, big third down here now. 3rd and 4 from their own 41. Stanton with some time. He looks to his left. He's got his receiver. That's Tim Turkowski. Turkowski inside the 40 and brought down at the 34-yard line. Turkowski with 3 touchdown receptions last week. 26-yard reception here, and Providence is in Joliet Catholic territory.
Here it is again. Boy, look at that offensive line blocking. Just beautiful time. You see Tim catches the ball, goes down the sideline, picks up the first down, but you have to give a lot of credit to that offensive line. He had a lot of time. Going to get an official's timeout.
Official's timeout, getting things straightened out here. Nick Stanton last week was 9 of 14 for 176 yards in their 38-0 shutout over Leo.
So far, the Celtics have done a great job of mixing it up. You think of this as a running team.
Started at the 33. This is Cleveland up the middle running. He fights inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A pickup for 4. 2nd and 6.
Good old-fashioned football. Straight up the middle. Nothing fancy. Didn't try to do anything fancy. Hold on to the ball. I wonder tonight if we're going to see a couple of fumbles. It has stopped raining now, but boy, a little while ago it really, really poured. I wonder if that football, how wet it would just be.
Raining all morning. It tapered off in the afternoon, but came down hard just about an hour ago. Certainly a wet, muddy field out there right now. 2nd and 6. Providence with an impressive first drive of the ball game. Again, it's Cleveland. Again, it's right up the middle. He bounces off a couple of tackles and gets to about the 27. Again, it was Chris Jeske, but this kid only a sophomore. He started last year at the linebacking position as only a freshman.
He leads the team in tackles. But Cleveland, if you notice that second effort, he just bounced off a couple of defenders, kept his feet moving, bounced off, picks up a couple of yards.
Such a rich tradition for both of these two schools. A combined 17 state titles. Joliet Catholic with 10, Providence with 7. 3rd down and 5 for the Celtics from the 28. 4 wideouts here for the Celtics. Stanton under some pressure, and he'll get buried in the backfield by Ryan Lincoln.
Nobody touched Lincoln. He came in untouched. You had the 4 wideouts, so you know they were going to go for the pass, but someone forgot to block Lincoln.
Well, Lincoln has said, he's the co-captain, he said the last couple of years they were a lot bigger. As we take another look.
Look at Lincoln. He comes in. Nobody's near him. Nobody touches him. He comes in untouched for the sack.
4th down now, and the Celtics will have to punt it away. And punting it away, John Brown for Providence. And it will go inside the 15 and stop at about the 10-yard line. Let's go down to the 3rd member of our broadcasting crew. Tom Bonin is standing by. Tom, good evening.
Well, hello, guys up there. Listen, down here on the sidelines, you know, it is a little bit wet, but the thing to remember is the Celtics come out of that offense. They show you multiple fronts. They will do checkoffs at the line. They will audibilize, so look for them to make some adjustments. They didn't see Lincoln coming that time, and that's what resulted in the loss on that play. Mark, back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. Yeah, Lincoln, he said the last couple of years, Joliet Catholic defensively a lot bigger. He said this year they're a lot faster. They attack the ball. Certainly that was the case on that.
That was the case there. He really attacked the ball.
All right, so now Joliet Catholic with its first possession of the night, led by Ryan Quigley, senior quarterback. Of course, the double wing fumbles it a little bit, and he gets back, but he gets buried for about a 3-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, I don't think he had possession of the ball. It looked like he was going to drop it. I don't think he really ever had control.
See the offensive unit there: Ryan Quigley, Kurt Kleeman, Bobby Buchanan, Brett Hetman. 2 wideouts: Bobby Wilkinson, Jim Jondren. Up front, Nick Bisery, Nick Mazara, Joe Pleasy's the center. The right side, Jim Kulovitz and Steve Douglas, a 3-year starting tackle for Coach Sharp.
That's a big offensive line. That offensive line is absolutely huge.
We've gone from last year's title team: Chris Anastopoulos, Mike Zanelli, Jason Midlock, Ryan Cox, all all of them gone to graduation. Second down now for the Hilltoppers. Again, another double wing and the handoff to Bobby Buchanan. And Buchanan gets across the 15-yard line. Nice pickup there. Kenny touched on his big week of last week, 4 touchdowns.
You know, he accounted for over 200 yards last week, and what I like about him is that he has that football in his blood.
Kenny will take a look at the Celtics defensively. There you see Kyle Pavlik, Mike Stevens, Luke Alsta, and Mike Barkman. The defensive line, linebacking core, Mark Ryder, Marty Marino, Ryan Kolzak, Danny Alsta. The 2 corners, Brian Pizor, Dustin Summers, and the safety is Matt McDermott. 3rd and 4 for the Hilltoppers from their own 15-yard line here. We're halfway through this opening quarter, and we've got flags.
A lot of movement, and I think that looks like it's going to go against Joliet Catholic the way Providence is celebrating. Ball start.
It is against the Hilltoppers. The sophomore game, Kenny, a very exciting game played earlier tonight. Won by the Celtics, 13-7. So defensive battle on the sophomore level, and I suspect we'll have another defensive battle here on the varsity level.
Those 13 points were the first points allowed by Joliet Catholic sophomore team.
So after the 5-yard walk-off, it's 3rd and 9. Hilltoppers from their own 10. Quigley to the air for the first time across the middle of the pass. Bobby Wilkinson at the 35. It'll be a first down for the Hilltoppers.
And again, what time he had. That offensive line didn't allow anyone near him.
Matt McDermott was there on the coverage for the Celtics, but not before Buchanan comes away with the reception. Here's another look at it,
Take
Kenny.
a look at the time Quigley has here. No one near him at all. He has plenty of time to just step into the pocket, find his receiver, nice catch, first down. Bobby Wilkinson.
Spotted at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Joliet Catholic, and the give is to Buchanan. And Bobby dives across the 30 to the 31-yard line, a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5. So we saw that double wing. We've seen that year after year here at Joliet Catholic.
Right, he wears a nice number 34. Most running backs in the Chicago area like to get that number. But again, Buchanan has a brother in the NFL, so you know he talks to his brother quite a bit about what he should do to pick up a couple of extra yards.
2nd and 5 for Joliet Catholic. First man through is the fullback, and he will get nowhere. No gain on the play that time. Kurt Kleeman, a 5'8", 185-pound junior. And will bring up a 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. He got a yard on the play.
That was a tough yard, too. He didn't get much. Now, let me ask you, 3rd and 4. Do you try to put the ball in the air, or do you just stay on the ground and run it?
Interesting call here. We'll see what Coach Sharp decides to do here. In his sixth year, I should say, as the head coach of Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. Coach Sefner, 34 years over at Providence. 3rd and 4 from the 32. They indeed keep it on the ground. This is for Hetman, and he will have a first down close to the 40-yard line.
I think you do what you do best. In this situation is run the football. That's what they do so well. They have a great offensive line. You see they've made some really nice holes. First down for Joliet Catholic.
Brett Hetman, who had a nice week last week, 12 carries, 128 yards in their 42-0 shutout over St. Viator. So 1st and 10 Hilltoppers from their own 30. Fumble, Hetman fumbles it.
Still loose.
And the officials, I thought it looked like a quick whistle, Kenny.
I think that was a very quick whistle.
Hetman recovered it, but he almost fumbled it twice. And Providence,
Joliet gets the ball back, but I tell you what, that looks like a very quick whistle. Here it is again. He never had control of the ball, so he'll go back to try to pick it up, and it squirts
right there
out.
when they blew the
That's
whistle.
when he blew the whistle.
Yeah.
He blew the whistle too fast.
Whoa.
That was a very, very quick whistle.
So a break for Joliet Catholic.
Oh, that is a big break.
This type of game, Kenny, certainly turnovers, we touched on it, and going to be a key factor in this ball game. 2nd and 13 to the air, Quigley. It's flushed out to the far side, and it is incomplete. Bobby Wilkinson, the intended receiver.
the official was in the way. If you notice when Quigley was running out, going out to his right, he ran into the official. The official was in his way. He never really had a chance to set. He throws it away.
There's a couple of standouts from this Hilltopper team a year ago. Big J.R. Zorzinski, now a Nittany Lion at Penn State. Mike Koloje is a Michigan Wolverine. Mike, 6'8", about 300-pounder here for these Hilltoppers a year ago. Michigan with a tough loss to Notre Dame last week. So this will bring up, Kenny, a 3rd and 13 for the Hilltoppers from their own 36. Quigley, straight drop.
1-4 all.
Airs it out, and getting tripped up on the far side is Wilkinson. This ball is picked off. And bringing it back is number 8, Mark Ryder, the outside linebacker.
Wilkerson fell down. I don't know if he tripped, got tangled up with the defender, or if he just fell because of the wetness out there. But I tell you, when he goes down, Mark Ryder just standing right there to pick up the ball. You would think it was almost thrown to him.
35-yard interception return for Mark Ryder. So the first turnover of the ball game.
But it rained so hard earlier, the footing out there could be pretty bad because Wilkerson definitely hit the turf.
1st and 10 Celtics from the 41-yard line. Play action coming out here to the near side is Stanton, and he will get right after the throw. He got hit pretty hard there by Chris Basie, the linebacker.
Yeah, Basie really got him. I think Basie was going for the play action. Then he saw him rolling out. He really got him, but just after the ball was thrown.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now for Coach Seffner and these Providence Celtics. And going back to last year, Providence coming into this game with a 17-game winning streak. 14 last year, the 3 this year. Joliet Catholic with a 15-game winning streak of their own.
Don't get much better than these two teams.
2nd down and 10.
Baker blitz, but he went back.
From the 41. Pressure from behind, Ryan Lincoln. And the pass is complete all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for Providence.
Boy, they faked the blitz. The cornerback went back, but then he was just able to get that ball away.
Pass complete to number 29.
Clay Cleveland with the reception, but yeah, give some credit to Nick Stanton. He was under some heavy pressure. 14-yard reception from Nick Stanton to Clay Cleveland.
And we always think of Cleveland coming out of the backfield, but you can see there he can also catch the ball.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line, and now it's Cleveland running the ball this time, and he gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line, a 9-yard pickup.
What I like that time about Cleveland, you notice he just put his head down. Notice how high he was stepping. He's stepping up high, trying to get away from guys to make sure they don't try to grab his ankles.
Andrew Koloje comes back into the ballgame defensively for Joliet Catholic. 2nd and about a yard here from the 18-yard line. 2 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Mark Kruger, Kenny McReynolds, Tom Bonham. Glad to have you with us here from Memorial Stadium in Joliet. Again, it's Cleveland, and I don't know if he got that 1st down. He's going to be perhaps a little bit short.
Going to be close. Depends on where they get the spot. From up here, it looks like it could be short.
Brad Singh, number 17, was in on the tackle along with Ryan Lincoln.
Yeah, that's short.
So 3rd down and less than a yard to go here for Providence Catholic.
I'm going to play coach right here. I'm going to say give it to Cleveland. Just go straight up the middle.
I'd have to agree with you here. Lined up as a tailback, and yes, he does indeed get the call. And again, it's up the middle, and boy, awful close once again. I think he's going to get it this time.
Yeah, I think he has.
Blake Cleveland, such a workhorse. Talking to Coach Seffner, a lot of his effort in the 2nd half. This guy doesn't get tired.
Oh, he didn't get it.
spotted, it's right at the 18-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and about a yard to go yet. So he did not get it.
That was not a good spot from where we stood. I thought he had it from here.
So John Brown is going to come in to attempt the field goal. Chase Andrew Hopkins in. John Brown will hold.
35 yards.
Definitely long enough, and it is good enough. So a 35-yard field goal by Andrew Hopkins with only 15 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, and the Celtics strike first here, Kenny.
Well, you know, he had some great distance on that. That would have gone for 45 yards. I thought he had the first down. They decided not to go for it on 4th. But when you have a kicker that can kick that far, 35 yards, and he made that with ease, I understand why they decided to go for the field goal.
Let's go down to Tom Bonnet on the field. Tom.
Well, guys, you know, out here in Will County, they think this is the place where football was born. And in Joliet, they're known as the City of Champions. There isn't one person here in the stands today that would argue that right now. This is the City of Champions in Joliet, and these are two of the finest teams in the country.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. Two teams new to this Chicago Metro Red Conference. Joliet Catholic was out of the Chicago Metro White Conference a year ago. Providence out of the Catholic Metro Blue Conference last year. So we got all the colors covered, red, white, and blue.
That last drive with 4 plays took 2 minutes and 48 seconds, and of course we had the 35-yard field goal by Hopkins.
See Bob Wilkinson back deep for Joliet Catholic.
Well, we get great stats up here, don't we?
Oh, the best. Andrew Hopkins teeing it up here for Providence Catholic. Just joined us, 3-0 in favor of Providence. A 35-yard field goal by Andrew Hopkins. All the scoring thus far. 15 seconds to go here in the opening quarter.
The first point this season allowed by Joliet Catholic. No touchdown, but now just a field goal.
Camping under it at his own 5 is Brad Bohr. And Bohr gets wrapped around at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard return. It was Mark Ryder bringing him down.
Well, that was a pretty nice tackle also. Really nice tackle.
So out comes Ryan Quigley, the 6'2", 175-pound senior. Ryan on the year, 16 of 30 through the air for 327 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's had 1 interception so far in the season. From their own 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Fullback, this is Hetman, number 44, I should say. That's Ross Crampton.
Well, what speed for a fullback? Nice feet. How quick his feet were. He knows when he just stepped up a little bit, did a little move, picks up great yardage.
29-yard line, enough for a 1st down. Ross Crampton, the starting free safety. And that is the end of the first quarter here at Joliet's Memorial Stadium. The Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers and the Providence Catholic Celtics. The Celtics on top by a score of 3-0. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this. Welcome back to Joliet. Mark Kruger, Kenny McReynolds, Tom Bonnet, as we are about ready to begin second quarter action. Kenny, just like we expected it, a defensive effort here tonight.
Oh, yeah, this defense has just been absolutely superb. Joliet Catholic just 28 yards rushing, 15 passing. Providence 26 yards rushing, 36 yards passing. Quigley's only 1 out of 3, Stanton 3 out of 4.
35-yard field goal by Andrew Hopkins for Providence. The only score thus far, as Kenny mentioned, the only points Joliet Catholic has allowed this whole season. Buchanan gets the ball as he's across the 40 and wrapped around at the 45-yard line. 16-yard pickup there by Buchanan.
Boy, is he something else? He's only a junior. What speed and what a body. look how strong that upper body is. You had to bring him down up high. But I like the way he tries to get around, follows his blockers, goes to the outside. Pretty good tackle, though. He breaks one, but now watch. Just grab him from behind, dive on his back to bring him down. You cannot give this guy an inch because he will go a long way if you do.
1st and 10, Hilltoppers from their own 45. Put on the ground. Minimal gain that time. Actually, a loss of a yard. They spotted at the 44, so 2nd and 11. Mike Stevens was there in the tackle.
Well, you certainly don't want to lose yardage against a good team like Providence.
2nd and 11. Opening moments of this second quarter. Movement on that right side. It was big number 75 for Joliet Catholic, Eric Madsen. 6'3", junior.
He was in a hurry.
Take a look there at Coach Dan Sharp. And there you see his career record here at Joliet Catholic. He played here at Joliet Catholic in the 70s.
Repeat,
the
2nd down.
Gordy Gillespie. When Coach Gillespie coached here from 1959 to 1985. 222 victories. He's on the sidelines too as an assistant coach for Coach Sharp.
That's a lot of football knowledge.
2nd down and 16. Bouncing off a couple of tackles. Ross Crampton. Crampton down at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Joliet Catholic.
I tell you what, you talk about some strength. Did you notice the way he bounces off one? Watch the way he'll bounce off one tackler. Here's your big fullback. Now with this strength and his speed, he'll bounce off one, then he stiffs arms the other. As it comes right into your living room, and he finally goes out of bounds on the sideline. Not only does he have speed, but he's very strong as he bounces off one and gives the other a stiff arm.
22-yard pickup, 1st and 10. This is Buchanan, and Bobby will get wrapped up at the 39-yard line. No gain that time. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I really like that offensive line of Joliet Catholic. They do a really good job opening up holes, as we saw in that last run.
Steve Douglas, Kenny, one of those offensive linemen, 6'5" senior, a 3-year starting tackle. Joe Pleasy, the center, he started the season at a guard, and they moved him to that center position. On the keeper, Quigley to the far side, and he'll get inside the 30, but a flag in the backfield of Joliet Catholic.
And that's usually a good sign of a hold when you get a flag in the back like that. And they're going to bring it back.
I believe they said number 51, Nick Mazzara, the left guard, holding for Joliet Catholic, so the 10-yard walk-off. And that's been a concern for Coach Sharp, Kenny, coming into this one. Joliet Catholic has been averaging about just under 8 penalties per game, so that's a concern for the Joliet Catholic coaching staff.
Well, especially when you have a big gainer like that, you have to bring it back because of the hold.
Holding on the offense. Repeat, 2nd down, 10 yards.
See the call there. Hear the call there, I should say, by referee Kevin McGinnis. So 2nd down and 23 now. They spotted it. Joliet Catholic's own 49-yard line. Quigley, straight drop, looks to his right, and he's got his man, Brett Hetman. And Hetman gets knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line by Matt McDermott.
Quick drop by Quigley. Just wanted to pick up a couple of yards. Didn't try to go for the bomb. Didn't try to get it all back at one time.
7-yard pickup there, so it's going to be 3rd down here, and about 16 yards to go from the 46. Under 10 minutes to go here in this first half. 3-0 in favor of Providence. Quigley dumping it off once again to Hetman. Makes a move inside the 40 and brought down close to the 36-yard line. A 10-yard pickup short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 6.
Well, it's a long field goal, and it's also a long 6. Let's see if they punt or do they go for it.
Well, Coach Sefner was very concerned, Kenny, when Joliet Catholic went to punting situations because they do quite a variety out of that punting situation. A lot of fakes. And we'll see what the Hilltoppers do here, 4th and 6.
He's going to go for it. This shows great confidence in your offense.
Kind of in that gray area at the 36. Joliet crowd getting into it. Quickly, straight drop. Now gets forced out of the pocket. He's going to have to run with it.
Going to be short.
Providence has held. They stop him at the 34-yard line.
I thought he was going for Buchanan. Buchanan was in motion, and he looked Buchanan's way, but his blocking broke down, so he had to take off, and he's a little bit short. It will be Providence ball.
That's Celtic defense. That defensive line, Stevens, Barkman, Havlick, Alsta did a nice job holding their ground. Here's another look at it.
So here it is again. And you see Buchanan went in motion to the right of your screen, and he looks right, like he wanted to go to Buchanan, but he saw his blockers broken down, so he just had to take off and run to get out of bounds, and he's going to come up quite a few yards short.
So the Celtics 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Up the middle running. Another good gain across the 40 to the 41-yard line. About a 7-yard pickup for the Celtics.
That Cleveland, one thing about it, you think you have him wrapped up, but he just keeps going. You look like, and you think you had him stopped, and he just puts his head down in some way. He manages to find just a little bit of a hole.
High formation here for the Celtics. 2nd down and 4, a 6-yard pickup. Stanton calling off at the line of scrimmage. Quick drop, and now he'll throw it. And it is incomplete, intended for Tony Vlahovic.
Yeah, it looked like he audible.
Yeah.
Like he called an audible. He saw something he did not like at the line of scrimmage.
So to bring up a 3rd down and 4 situation here. Nick Stanton last year played the 2nd half of a 21-7 victory at Bolingbrook during week 2. After the starting quarterback, Mike Buddy, left with an injured knee. So we got some early action a year ago. 3rd down and 4. Keep it on the ground. Cleveland up the middle running, and he'll have the 1st down as he gets across the 45 to the 46. 7-yard pickup, Kenny.
3rd and 4, you do what you do best. Just give the ball to Cleveland. He is just so hard to bring down. They lift him at 5'8". I don't think he's that tall. And you have those big guys have to reach down and try to get him. And by the time they reach down, he's past them. And again, that offensive line is so good. Now watch Cleveland. Just give him the ball, and these guys reach down and try to get him, and they just can't catch him. And I tell you what, he is so difficult to bring down.
1st and 10 Celtics from their own 46. Stanton to the air, and it's Cleveland. Breaks 1 tackle, but not the 2nd one, but he gets to the 47-yard line and about another 7-yard pickup.
Shows his versatility. He not only can he run the ball, he can come out of the backfield and also catch the ball.
Broke off the initial hit from Russ Crampton, the free safety. Bounced off that tackle and got about 3 more yards.
Well, Stanton really takes a long time before he calls for that ball to be centered to him.
His only start a year ago, Kenny, came in week 3 against De La Salle, and he put up some impressive numbers, 15 of 22 for 305 yards and 4 touchdowns. Their 33-14 victory over De La Salle. Again, it's Cleveland. And Cleveland to the 42-yard line, another 5-yard pickup. 1st down, Providence.
He just puts his head down, makes those big guys try to reach all the way down and catch him. And by the time they get down, he's past most of them, and he's just so difficult to slow down.
Well, as we mentioned, Cleveland getting the ball about 25 times a game.
And now we see why.
Yeah, exactly. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line of Joliet Catholic. Stanton, and again, it's Cleveland. And again, it's up the middle running, and again, about 4 or 5 yards.
And that should have been a loss. He was hit as soon as he received the ball, but he's so strong, he just bounced off the first tackler and picks up 4 yards.
Andrew Kaloje was in on the tackle. Ross Crampton was in there as well.
Boy, taking a look around the stadium, there are just people everywhere. This is really unbelievable.
Well, capacity crowd is 10,000, Kenny, but apparently they've added some more bleachers around to accommodate the overflowing crowd.
Yeah, look at the end zones. Just unbelievable.
Halfway through the second quarter, Providence leads 3-0 and another flag.
Wonder if that's illegal motion against Providence. Yeah, there is a false start. Looked like they jumped.
Ball. Second down.
So they'll get pushed back 5 as we hear from Kevin McGinnis, the referee. 5-yard walk-off. They'll spot it back to the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I think the tight end went in motion, but he moved before he went into motion.
We come up on the 5-minute mark of this first half. 3-0 Providence. Second and 12 for the Celtics. Again, an audible from Stanton. Play action and fake it to Cleveland. And Stanton will step up and run with the ball as he gets inside the 40, has a first down, and does a nice job of running the ball inside the 30.
What a great play by Stanton. Called for an audible at the line of scrimmage. Then he should have been sacked and lost yardage, but he's so quick, and he ends up picking up yardage.
Rich history of quarterbacks at Providence. That time a 17-yard gain by Nick Stanton.
Here it is again now. You see, he called the audible at the line of scrimmage. The play breaks down. Now, he should have been sacked, and it almost goes down right there, and then he takes off. And look how quick he is. Goes around outside. There's a missed tackle, and he picks up 17 yards. Just a great play.
1st and 10 Celtics from the Joliet Catholic 25-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Cleveland again. And Cleveland breaks free up the middle, close to another first down for Providence.
Boy, see something else? You wonder why he touches the ball almost 25 times a game.
Last year as a sophomore, Kenny, he averaged 5.7 yards per carry. 40 carries he had.
Then we also have to give a lot of credit to that Providence Catholic offensive line. They also do a great job of opening holes for Cleveland.
1st and 10 from Joliet Catholic's 15-yard line. Another flag.
It looked like a false start on the right side. The right side jumped.
It almost seems like, Kenny, that Cleveland just kind of hides behind some of them offensive linemen. Joe Cirillo, Sean Dominic, and just looks for the hole and finds it. Well, there you see it next week. What a matchup that is. Lincoln Way Central, the Knights against Lincoln Way East. Both of those two clubs going into their respective games tonight, 3-0. That's next Friday night. And then next Saturday afternoon, Sandburg, the Eagles will take on the Thornton Wildcats. That's next week. Give once again is to Cleveland, and Cleveland gets wrapped up by Ross Crampton, the free safety.
Crampton wrapped him up until he had help to come bring him down. Again, Cleveland, the workhorse for Providence Catholic.
So a 10-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 10. We are under 4 minutes to go here in this first half. Again, the last time Joliet Catholic has been shut out, you have to go all the way back to 1997. Providence shut them out in New Lenox, 14-0. 5 years ago. Stanton, quick drop, hit here to the near side. Oh, a huge hit. The intended receiver, Tony Vlahovic.
What a hit.
Oh, take another look at it.
Watch this hit. That's a quick step back, going for the corner. Watch the hit. Oh, just an unbelievable hit. Boy, that had to hurt.
Anthony Buscemi with the hit. Anthony, a 6'1" senior. Take another look at it.
Again, now watch Buscemi comes over, comes out of nowhere.
Ooh,
he goes for the ball and also comes away with a lot of contact.
So 3rd down and 11 from the 15-yard line. Hilltopper crowd trying to get behind their defense here. They're not used to this, Kenny. Team scoring on it.
Oh, they're not used to this at all. And
now
delay
listen,
again.
yeah, 5-yard walk-off against Providence.
Well, now that'll make it 3rd and 16, so now you know you're in a passing situation.
See Kevin McGinnis there with the call. 5-yard walk-off. They bring it all the way back to the 20-yard line. 3rd and 16. See what Nick Stanton decides to do here. 3rd and long for the Celtics.
Have a full house in the backfield, but I think you have to pass.
Play action. Rolling to his right and letting it go. The pass is complete there to number 8. That's Mark Ryder.
Wow, what a play. Still going to be 4th down.
Short of the first down, yeah. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 situation here, Kenny.
The linebackers didn't bite on the play action, but he was able to get that ball off, which was surprising to me.
Jim Jodrin with some heavy pressure, number 99. So attempting another field goal is Andrew Hopkins. He kicked a 35-yarder at the end of the first quarter. And this one is blocked at the line of scrimmage. Not sure who got a hand on it, but nevertheless, Joliet Catholic will take over. Anthony Jutras, number 5, may have been in on there.
So they answered the challenge.
Let's go down to Tom Bonin, who's standing by with the next Chicago Bear player. Tom.
Hey, Mark, down here on the sidelines, I'm with old number 72 out here in Will County. They still remember number 72, Tom Thayer from the Bears.
I don't think so. You know, this is the stage set tonight for all the parents that are in the stands on both sides, Providence and Joliet Catholic. It's a great high school football game, fundamentally sound on both sides of the ball, and it's exciting for the community in both schools.
Well, we know who you're rooting for.
I got to root for Joliet Catholic, you know, but again, I root for all the kids in both programs. But again, I'm a Joliet Catholic graduate like I'm a Bears fan, so I root for both of them.
A city of champions?
Yeah, city of champions.
Well, Tom Thayer, thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Mark.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. And Tom Thayer, appreciate you stopping by.
Well, he was part of some great teams, wasn't he?
Oh, my. 2nd and 5 here, Kenny. And the give is to Buchanan. And for the second play in a row, Buchanan gets the call, and he'll have a Joliet Catholic first down.
And all he needs is just a little bit of daylight to make something happen. You have to wrap him up right away. He is so quick. All he needs is just a little bit of a hole, and you can see how dangerous Buchanan can be.
We talk about momentum, Kenny. We'll see if that blocked field goal attempt by this Hilltopper defense may have picked up this offensive unit a little bit.
It certainly picked the crowd up.
1st and 10, Hilltoppers from the 33. Again, it's Buchanan, and he will get met in the backfield. Be a loss of a couple on the play. It looked like big number 99, Brian Kolzak, was there on the hit.
Kozak and also Dustin Summers came in to put a hit on Buchanan.
2nd down now for Joliet Catholic as we come up on the 2-minute mark of this first half. Pull back, and he will get to the 35-yard line. Not much there.
Not much there at all, and with 1 minute and 49 seconds to go, they don't look like they're in much of a hurry to get downfield.
3rd and long here for Joliet Catholic.
Here it is again. Now, you don't have much room here, but I like the quarterback. Watch the block. Boy, that's tough, boy. You get the quarterback right there leading the way. You don't see that too often.
And the Hilltoppers want and get a timeout here with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go here in this first half. A first half, not a lot of scoring, Kenny, but a first half that you kind of feel that Providence is kind of taking over a little bit.
Well, Providence has had a really good time scoring. You know, they've really done a great job, I think, with this first half.
Joliet Catholic on 3rd down conversions, 1 of 4 tonight, so They call a timeout here. 3rd and 7 situation forthcoming from their own 36.
So when you're on 36 with just a minute and a half left to play in the quarter, I think you want to do something to try to get downfield in a hurry. And let's try to put some points on the board.
Well, Providence Catholic, of course, last year's Class 6A state champs. They dropped the class this year, Kenny, due to an enrollment situation here. They got less students, so they dropped to 5A. And you have to think that down the road, these two teams are going to meet once again in the playoffs.
Probably early
in
the playoffs, which I think really would be a shame.
Well, they have that new playoffs system, Kenny, geographically, the 4 quadrants. And, yeah, it would be a shame if these two teams had to meet early in the playoffs. Of course, Joliet Catholic, the 3-time defending champions, 5A. They've got a big 3rd and 7 situation here from their own 36. Quickly to the air. He's got some time across the middle. Pass is complete to Bobby Wilkinson. First down at the 47.
Good concentration by Wilkinson, because as soon as he caught the ball, he bobbled it, but he was able to keep his concentration and corral the ball back in.
Joliet Catholic with a hurry-up offense here. 1:29 to go. So they stop the clock to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the Celtics 47. Quigley again to the air. Again across the middle. And again, it's Buchanan, or I should say Wilkinson, pardon me. And again, another first down at the 30-yard line.
Well, now this is what I was talking about a few plays ago. Get in a hurry to get downfield. If nothing else, try for a field goal and tie it up.
17-yard reception by Bobby Wilkinson. 1st and 10, they spotted at the 31. Quigley again to the air. Lets it go again across the middle, tipped and incomplete.
Boy, he was under a lot of pressure. He was under a lot of pressure. He was hit just as soon as he let that ball go. Watch as he goes down, and he's looking downfield. Then he decides to scramble to the right, and you can see he threw that off his back foot. So he really didn't have a lot of mustard on the ball, and Providence almost came away with the pick.
See,
he threw it off that back foot instead of off that front foot with a follow-through.
Marty Marino there, the linebacker, got a hand on it, it looked like. There were about 3 Celtics around that ball. 2nd down and 10. The give is to number 44. That's Ross Crampton on the draw. And Joliet Catholic will call another timeout as Crampton gets brought down at the 26-yard line. 1 and 3 seconds to go in this first half. Joliet Catholic with the timeout.
Good clock management.
Well, this, of course, a Joliet, or I should say a Catholic Metro Red Conference affair, and a lot of people feel that this perhaps may be the conference title on the line here. Certainly this is only week number 4, but some other teams, Holy Cross, Hales Franciscan, Bishop Mack, Leo, and St. Viator, seem to be a step below both of these two clubs.
Just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
These two teams tonight, 1-0 in conference play. Holy Cross is also 1-0. Hales Franciscan has yet to play a conference game. They'll be at Bishop Mack tonight for their conference opener. Bishop Mack, Leo, and St. Viator 0-1 in the conference.
So far this quarter, this drive, Joliet Catholic has gone 54 yards, and this drive has eaten 2 minutes and 19 seconds, and they've had 4 first downs on 8 plays.
1 and 3 seconds to go here in this first half. Again, another 3rd down situation here for the Hilltoppers. 3rd and 4 from the 26. Quigley again drops back. Plenty of time. Now gets flushed out, and he will get wrapped up in the backfield. Matt McDermott, the safety, with the sack.
McDermott with the great sack, but you have to, let's face it, he had a lot of time, but nothing just materialized. You can't ask those guys to block forever. Here it is again now. Watch that offensive line. Great time, great blocking. 1 guy goes down, 2 guys go down. He comes into the pocket, and here comes McDermott. Right here, McDermott had come around from the right side and just pull him down by the jersey. He had a lot of time, but you can't ask the guys to block forever.
A loss of 8 on the play, so a big defensive play by the safety, Matt McDermott. And now, Kenny, Coach Seffner calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well and come back to Memorial Stadium right after this timeout.
The TTBroadbandNetwork.com for channel location and game schedules.
A low-scoring affair as expected here in Joliet. 3-0 Providence.
He's going to try a 51-yard field goal.
Ty Foley will try it for Joliet Catholic with 36 seconds to go.
Watch for a fake. Oh, he
And
kicked it.
nope, it's not going
Not even
to.
close.
Not enough juice. Well short. And so Providence will take over here with 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, I don't think you see many 51-yard field goals on the high school level. That's why I said you had to be looking for the fake just in case.
And if you're the Providence Catholic Celtics here, well, what do you do here? Keep it on the ground, be conservative, or?
Oh, yeah, you just run the clock out now. You're deep in your own territory. I think you just take the knee. Only 30 seconds to go.
At their own 20.
Take the knee, then you just let the clock run out. You don't have to run another play.
Coming out here to the near side, Tony Vlahovic. They indeed keep it on the ground. Clay Cleveland keeps going. He runs into Ross Crampton. Not before Cleveland gets to the 28-yard line.
Boy, that's dangerous. I just take the knee. I take the knee because you don't have to run another play. You don't want to risk someone fumbling the ball. Joliet Catholic takes their final timeout.
11 seconds remaining here in this first half. So the Celtics offensive unit trots over and they'll talk with Coach Seffner about what they want to do here for the final 11 seconds of this first half. As you take a look at some of the crowd on it. Boy, that's a pretty good seat right there. Although they're not sitting on the couch.
That's right in the end zone.
Yeah, that's the best seat in the house.
They must know someone. To get a seat like that,
yeah.
They must know someone. I think now if you're Providence, you just have to keep the ball on the ground. Maybe just take the knee, which I would have taken, and just let Joliet call the timeout. I'll just come back and take another knee. Because you don't want to risk fumbling football so far, so deep in your own territory.
Well, a defensive effort as we anticipated it to be, but at first half we've seen Clay Cleveland with some nice runs, and we also saw Ross Crampton of Joliet Catholic with a couple of nice runs as well for them, Ken.
Well, I know Joliet Catholic coaches said they needed and wanted a low-scoring affair. This is a low-scoring affair, so if they go down just 3-0, they still have to be pretty happy. Although this is the first time all year they've trailed in the game.
Joliet Catholic 1 week from tonight will be here at Memorial Stadium. They'll host a Rockhurst team from Missouri. Then they'll be on the road the next 2 weeks at Bishop McNamara, at Leo at Gately Stadium on Saturday, October 12th. Week number 8, back here against Holy Cross for their homecoming. And week 9, right here against Hales Franciscan at Senior Parent Night. That's October 25th. Mentioned Joliet Catholic with a 15-game winning streak coming into this one. Providence, a 17-game winning streak.
In a 3-0 game, you just don't get much better than what we have tonight.
Actually, they put 19 seconds back on the clock. Play action, Stanton to the air, and it is incomplete. A little bit underthrown that time at the 40-yard line. It was Nick Vlahovic.
I think that's dangerous. Maybe I'm just too conservative, but I just run the half out. When you're in your own territory, if that pass gets intercepted and you run it back, then you're down. I guess I'm a conservative type of guy. I just run it out.
Kenny, that was actually number 89, Dan Bland, and not Tony Vlahovic. But nevertheless, third down here for Providence. Stanton, and the give here is to number 33. That's DeAndre Neuron. Brad Singh was there on the tackle, and Joliet Catholic calling a timeout here now with 8 seconds to go.
Oh, I thought they only had one left, so they had I was wrong, so they had another one.
I think the last time Providence called a timeout, this time it is Joliet Catholic calling their last timeout of the half. And be sure to catch Hometown Edition with Lynn Photius, Fridays at 8 p.m. right here on the AT&T Broadband Network. Hometown Edition focuses on interesting community events and people making a difference in hometowns all across Chicagoland. That's Hometown Edition with Lynn Photius, Friday nights at 8 p.m. right here on the AT&T Broadband Network.
Boy, we have a very nice spot. They're going to measure to see, and they look like they may have a first down. Do they have a first?
No indication yet from the officials. It is awful close. I don't think they are, Ken. They're not moving the chains yet. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
well,
first
they
down.
are moving the chains.
First
okay,
down.
So it is a first down. Yes, it is. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a very generous spot.
Well, with 8 seconds to go. This has been a long final couple of seconds of this first half, Kenny. And they'll keep it on the ground and about a 2-yard pickup to the right side. And that will end this first half. A 35-yard field goal by Andrew Hopkins of Providence. All the scoring in this first half as the Celtics take a 3-0 lead into the locker room over the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. As we mentioned, both teams coming into this one unbeaten at 3-0. And I believe trying to get Coach Matt Seffner, the head coach of the Providence Catholic Celtics. We'll get his thoughts in just a moment here as Tom Bonin trying to track him down down on the field. I believe we're ready to go. Is Tom Bonin ready with them down there?
At an exciting
Let's go
first
down
half.
to Tom Bonin right now. Tom.
Yeah, Mark, I'm down with Coach Seffner here. An exciting first half. Defense rules.
Yeah, that's what we talked about it earlier in the week. It was going to be a tough battle. Right now, we were pretty fortunate. I was disappointed we missed that second field goal. We moved the ball. We got a break, moved the ball down, and then we didn't score. That kind of hurt us a little bit as far as momentum is concerned. They get the ball coming out. Now we got to overcome that.
What are you going to tell the boys at halftime here?
We got to play hard. Got to pitch a shutout the second half. We're not going to lose.
Well, good luck, Coach. Congratulations. Back up to you, Mark.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. We are at halftime here at Joliet Memorial Stadium. Providence over Joliet Catholic by a score of 3-0. And we'll be back to recap this first half action right after this timeout. Welcome back to Joliet Memorial Stadium. 3-0 is your halftime score. Providence over Joliet Catholic. Let's go down to Tom Bonin. He is standing by with head coach of Joliet Catholic, Coach Dan Sharp. Tom.
Thanks, Mark. Coach, statistically a very close game. What did you talk to the boys at halftime about?
Well, we really just talked about making some adjustments, figured some ways that we can move the ball, particularly when we get down close to the red zone. We've had, a crucial call go against us. It took a bootleg play away, and then we got a sack that took us just out of field goal range. So we just really talked about adjustments. Defensively, the same thing. We got to do a better job of stopping Cleveland, especially on those early downs, and we can't give up some long drives. It seems like it's been a time possession, field possession type of game. You're moving the ball but we can't punch it inside from the 20, so we got to do a better job there.
How is the defense going to adjust to the audibles that Providence is calling out there?
We just got to continue to disguise coverages. You'll see our corners rolling and dropping and mixing up coverages and stemming our line. It's the only thing we can do. He makes a call, we'll make a move, and I'm sure they're doing the same kind of chess game on their side. So it's really turned into a great kind of defensive battle we thought it would be.
Well, it's the game everybody was looking for.
Well, we hope we can finish strong this half, that's for sure.
Good luck, Coach. Thanks for stopping.
Thank you very much.
Mark, back up to you guys.
All right, Tom, Coach Sharp, thank you very much. As Kenny, 3-0, a low-scoring affair as we take a look at the the first half statistics very evenly matched, and that's evident by the numbers right there.
Well, yeah, you just look at the total yards of offense. Joliet Catholic 144, Providence 131. No turnovers, first downs 6 to 8 in favor of Joliet Catholic. Passing yards 66 for Joliet Catholic, 51 for Providence, and it's a 3-0 game. It's just been a very evenly battle. You know, this has just been unbelievable.
Some more numbers. Joliet Catholic, they've run 24 offensive plays. Providence has run 26 offensive plays, so almost identical there. Joliet Catholic 1 of 5 third down conversions in the first half. Providence 3 of 7. Joliet Catholic 0 for 1 on fourth downs. Some individual numbers. Buchanan 7 carries, 39 yards. Wilkinson has 3 catches for 49 yards, and Ryan Quigley, Joliet Catholic's quarterback, 5 of 8, 66 yards, and 1 interception in that first half.
And on the other side, for Providence, you look at Cleveland, 13 attempts, 64 yards. That's an average of 4.9 yards per carry. Stanton is 5 out of 9 for 51 yards. Cleveland has also caught 2 balls for 20 yards. And how close is this game? You look at Providence, time of possession, 17 minutes and 10 seconds. Joliet Catholic, 10 minutes, 50 seconds. And there's no surprise why we have a 3-3 ball game. I mean, everything is just so even, except we have the long field goal.
Joliet Catholic won the toss. They have elected to defer, so they will get the ball first here in the second half. And Kenny, what can we expect here in the second half?
Well, you know, Joliet Catholic before the game said they wanted a low-scoring contest. This is a low-scoring contest. They just have to get the offense moving. Defensively, you give up a 45-yard field goal. I think that's okay. You just have to maybe get a big play, get Buchanan loose, and I think they'll be all right. Providence, on the other hand, just do what you've been doing. The defense has answered every challenge that Joliet Catholic has thrown at them.
We touched on the Joliet Catholic schedule in that first half. As far as the Providence Celtics go, 1 week from tonight, they will be at home against Holy Cross. 2 weeks from tonight, a non-conference affair against Lake Central. October 12th, Hales Franciscan. October 18th, on the road to Bishop McNamara. And then October 25th, they finish up the regular season at home against St. Viator. So no disrespect to the rest of the teams in the Catholic Metro Red Conference, but this game perhaps with the conference title on the line here tonight.
But you don't want to look ahead. You have to take care of business tonight. Worry about tomorrow.
That's exactly right. And speaking of tomorrow, we should mention that out in Downers Grove, District 99, that strike, 4-day strike is complete, over with, done with. So the 2 Downers Grove schools, Downers South and Downers North, will be playing. The Mustangs playing Addison Trail Saturday night. Downers Grove North at Glenbard West Saturday afternoon. So, of course, the Mustangs, the #1 ranked team in the state. Certainly glad that strike is over with.
Probably the only time that kids want to go to school so they can play football. Any other time, they probably wouldn't care.
Let's go down to Tom Bonnet. Tom.
Mark, thanks a lot. Hub Arkish for the Chicago Bears down here watching this prep game. Are you having a good time?
Having a great time. It's better football than I've been seeing at other levels lately.
Well, now the Bears are back in town this week.
They are, looking forward to being back down in Champaign. Tough ball game with New Orleans. Saints have been playing real well, but I don't think they're quite as scary as a lot of people think they are. You're going to miss Big Ted Washington, R-Dub, and Philip Daniels, but I think the Bears defense will hold them in. I think it'll be a good ball game.
Some exciting football out here with these young men.
It really is great to see these kids. You get the sense that maybe Providence is a little faster, a little more athletic, but I think Joliet Catholic's one big play away from getting back in the ball game.
Thanks for stopping by, Hub. Good luck this weekend. Back up to you, Mark.
Brad Borg returning it for Joliet Catholic. Tom Bonnet, Hub Arkish, thank you for the thoughts as we are about ready to begin here. Joliet Catholic's first offensive possession of this third quarter.
Field possession has been so critical this game. Joliet Catholic's average start has been their own 15. Their own 15. So they're up a little bit across the 25 this time.
Joliet Catholic, the first offensive possession here of this third quarter. They trail it 3-0. Mark Greer, Kenny McReynolds, Tom Bonnet from Joliet Memorial Stadium. And Ryan Ryan Quigley gives the ball to the halfback. That is number 44, Ross Crampton. Minimal gain that time.
And didn't have much there.
He had a couple of big bursts in that first half, that same type of play. But this one maybe only a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9.
Only a yard. The defense has been very, very impressive for Providence Catholic. That front line has done a great job against an outstanding Joliet Catholic front line.
From the 27, 2nd down and 9. Quigley rolling out to his right. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 99, Jim Jodrin, the 6'4 junior.
Well, yeah, Jodrin really wasn't near the ball. Buchanan went in motion, then he quickly rolls out. I don't know if that was a broken play or Jodrin got tied up because he really wasn't near the ball.
So 3rd down and 9 here now for Joliet Catholic. We mentioned in the first half, the Hilltoppers 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. 3rd and 9 here from their own 27. Quigley throwing it to his right, incomplete, intended for Bobby Wilkinson. Matt McDermott was there on the coverage, and the Hilltoppers will punt it away here.
But that's not the start that the Hilltoppers wanted.
No.
That is not the kind of start you want. Good play. Wilkinson just couldn't get over to the sideline to get that pass.
So it'll be 4th down and 9. Hilltoppers from their own 27. And are they going to go for it here?
Yeah.
4th and 9 from their own 27.
Okay.
There's the punt there by Brett Hetman, the left. Little disguise there from the line of scrimmage. Brett Hetman, the left-handed punter, taken by Providence back at the 25-yard line. So there's that little trickery that Coach Steffner was a little bit of afraid of there, Kenny.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to go for it, but, it didn't make sense to go for it.
50-yard punt, nevertheless, by Hetman. And so the Celtics take over here. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Nick Stanton and the Celtics offensive unit back out on the field here.
Little disguise for the punt, huh?
Just a little bit. So Nick Stanton now, and the Celtics go back to work here. Cleveland, the lone setback here, and he'll get the call. Trying to bounce off the left tackle there. Maybe a 2-yard pickup.
Shows how fast he is. He ran into his left tackle. His left tackle actually slowed him up. But he has been a workhorse tonight.
Kevin Serena, Chris Jeske were both in on the tackle there for the Hilltoppers. 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8 from the 29.
Jeske's been on a lot of tackles tonight. We've said his name quite a bit.
And again, only a sophomore. 2nd down and 7. Cleveland. Maybe 2 more yards. Good defensive pursuit that time. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 yards to go.
Well, it looks like Providence is just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Just hand the ball up the middle, give it to Cleveland. Here it is again. Cleveland straight up the middle, puts his head down. He's grabbed by the ankles, but he just won't come down. Notice how strong he is.
Brad Singh was there trying to wrap him up from his ankles. So here's a 3rd down situation here for Providence. As we mentioned, they were 3 of 7 on 3rd down conversions in the first half. 3rd and 3 here. Stanton to the air. Pass is incomplete. Dan Bland, the tight end, was the intended receiver.
Oh, they're going to say he caught him?
The 35-yard line. It's going to be short of the 1st down still, I believe.
Here it is again. He stumbles coming from the snap, from center. Now, it looked like this ball was caught. Let's see.
It's very
hard to tell from
yeah.
that angle. But this is the side that we're on, and it looked from that angle that it was incomplete, but they said it was a complete catch.
So the Celtics in punting formation, John Brown.
See how he stumbles coming out from center? Let's see from this angle if we can tell. Did he catch it or not?
Well, the snap goes over the head of John Brown, and John Brown will take a safety here. So Joliet Catholic is on the board, and it's 3-2 in favor of the Celtics.
Hey, you're taking any way you can get it tonight. Any way you can get it.
Snap sailed over the head of punter John Brown. He down in his own end zone, and that's 2 points for Joliet Catholic.
But the ground and the grass has to be extremely wet because it rained extremely hard here tonight. I wonder if that ball was just so wet it just slipped out of the snapper's hand. That could be the reason that ball just went sailing into the end zone.
8 minutes and 31 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Joliet Catholic on the board. The defense with the points for the Hilltoppers here tonight. Well, interesting to note, those were the first points that a Dan Sharp coach team has ever scored off a Matt Seffner coach team. Interesting, and it was as a safety.
We'll take him any way you can get him tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Points have been far and few between tonight. When you look at the scoreboard and see it's 3-2, you may think, hey, am I at a baseball game or what?
Yeah, really. Brad Borg, Bobby Wilkinson, and Bobby Buchanan are back deep for Joliet Catholic.
I have to believe that ball had to be slippery. That grass has to be extremely wet.
So Andrew Hopkins now will tee it up from his own 20-yard line. The Celtics will kick it away here. They lead it 3-2. Pretty good kick. This is Brad Borg. Borg across the 45 and spins to the 46-yard line. So pretty decent field position here for Ryan Quigley and this Joliet Catholic Hilltopper offense.
I think that's very good field position for Joliet Catholic.
8:25 to go here in this third quarter. In trots Ryan Quigley. There you see him, number 4. 6'2" senior quarterback for the Hilltoppers. First and 10, Joliet Catholic from their own 46. And the give, Brett Hetman, the fullback. And Hetman gets across midfield to the 49 of Providence.
I like the way he just jumped over a couple of tacklers.
5-yard pickup. Brett, of course, we mentioned his numbers last week. 12 carries, 128 yards.
That's a pretty explosive backfield when you consider Mr. Buchanan is also part of that backfield.
2nd and 6. They spot it right at midfield. Hetman coming in motion here, and then we've got flags going all over the place here.
Ball start.
Jim Jodrin, number 99 for Colton.
Ball foul on the offense. Repeat 2nd down.
Tie it in. That's 4 penalties for 25 yards for Joliet Catholic.
2nd down and 11 after the 5-yard walk-off. Quigley and the Hilltoppers from their own 45. Trying to set up a screen. Oh, it was nearly picked off, but the pass is complete to Bobby Buchanan. And Buchanan scampers to the 47-yard line of Providence.
Oh, my goodness. Almost picked off.
I believe that was Luke Alston. Kenny is take another look
here
at it
here. It is again now.
I don't know how he missed it.
You go to play action. Now, how do you drop this? How did I get this? Right in his hand.
Ooh.
Off of his hand. Oh, my goodness. But Buchanan is right there to pick up some yardage for Joliet Catholic. Now, let's see if Joliet Catholic can capitalize on what turns out to be a big play for them.
Another third down situation. Third and 4. Oh, Quigley going for it deep. Well overthrown.
Going for Buchanan, but he was well overthrown.
So that'll bring up a fourth down situation here for Joliet Catholic.
4th and 4.
Dustin Summers was there on the coverage for the Celtics. Well, we'll see what Coach Sharp decides to do here now on 4th and 4. We've seen a unique formation the last time. Now, well, similar situation here. Okay, now comes Quigley, and now another punt by Hetman. Goes over the head, and he'll pick it up at his own 5 and bring it back to the 10-yard line. That was Brian Pizor. 5-yard return, a 40-yard punt by Brett Hetman.
Good punts tonight by Hetman. What, a 50-yard one and a 40-yard one?
And so the Celtics now take over from their own 10-yard line.
Bro, when you get a good kicking game, that is just an added bonus.
A little surprised, Kenny, that last call by Joliet Catholic, 3rd and about 4, and Quigley went for it all.
Well, I think that's what they were trying to do, catch Providence napping.
1st and 10 Celtics from their own 10-yard line.
I think he gets audible.
Give us to Cleveland. Again off that left side. Cleveland with some good running. Across the 20 to 23. Chris Jeske, the linebacker, was there to bring him down.
Jeske's name again, and Cleveland is just so hard to bring down.
Another first down for Cleveland and the Celtics. They'll move the chain.
Here it is again. He was looking around. I think he audibleized on this call because he kept looking around. But look how just tough it is to bring Cleveland down. This guy has to be, what, 5'6", maybe? I think he's so little, when those big guys reach down to get him, by the time they go down, he's gone.
12-yard pickup for Clay. 1st and 10, Celtics. Keep it on the ground and not much room there. Ball carrier was Darren Richler, 6-foot senior fullback. Jeske again in there on the tackle. 2nd down and 11 now, loss of a yard.
You've said Jeske's name so many times tonight.
We mentioned a starter a year ago on that state championship team as only a freshman.
Coming into tonight, he led the team into tackle.
As only a sophomore. 2nd and 11. Here's Cleveland, breaks a tackle by Brad Singh, still on his feet, and he gets to the 38-yard line. Another first down for Providence.
Boy, he's just dynamite. I tell you, he is unbelievable. Not only is he strong, he's quick. But look at this. Now, he breaks the tackle. That shows how strong he is for such a little guy. He breaks the tackle, gets through 2 men before he's finally brought down.
16-yard pickup by Clay Cleveland. And, yeah, Coach Suckner, as you talked about it, takes a while for Cleveland to get going, and I think he's starting to get it going here in this third quarter.
Yeah, he's getting it going. Got to be close to 100 yards.
1st and 10. Providence from their own 37. Cleveland again, and why not? This time it picks up about 2 yards on the play, again off that left side.
Once again, he ran into his left tackle. Bounced off his own man. His own man really slowed him down. Shows how quick he is.
Cleveland last week, we mentioned 18 carries, 133 yards.
And now tonight he has 18 carries, 104 yards.
2 weeks ago, he had 29 carries for 169 yards. So he's well on pace to get up there in the 25, 29, 30 carry mark. Certainly the workhorse of the Celtics offense.
No question about it. He has been very impressive tonight.
2nd and 6 from their own 42-yard line. Splitting out here to the near side is Mark Bennett. Looking this way is Stanton, and he'll tuck it under, and he'll dive to the 45-yard line, about a 3-yard pickup. And it'll bring up about a 3rd down and 3 situation here for the Celtics.
Off the play action, nobody was open. Clay kind of broke down, decided to take it himself.
spotted at the 45, so it is going to be 3rd and 3.
I think you just give it to Cleveland straight up the middle. It's worked so far tonight.
He's been the money man so far here for the Celtics. Why not? 3rd and 3 with 3:33 to go in the 3rd.
Big play. Get him.
Cleveland, and I don't know, Kenny, maybe
Nah, he's going to be short.
Yeah.
He'll be short.
That's close.
Yeah, I don't. That's not even close.
Had to get to the 48, and they're going to mark it at about the 47. So 4th and about a yard to go here for the Celtics. And I think they're going to stop the clock here for a measurement here, but from here, Kenny, it looks like they're well short.
It looks well short from here. You have to understand the call. To go to Cleveland, he's had such a great game tonight. He's been so successful. So you continue to do what you do best, and that is just run the ball up the middle with Cleveland.
Well, they are going to bring the chains out here, but you see a good look at it. Yep. About 2.5 feet short. So if you're Coach Sefner, folks watching at home, what are you going to do here? 4th, less than a yard. You're on your own 47. There you see our next week, our AT&T Broadband Network Game of the Week, Lincoln Way Central at Lincoln Way East. The Knights and the Griffins. And next Saturday afternoon, Sandburg taking on Thornton.
You know, Cleveland has rushed for 106 yards tonight, 106. The rest of the team, 18 yards.
Wow. Well, the Joliet Catholic crowd and the Providence crowd, everybody's on their feet here now. They know this is a big play here. The Celtics going for it.
This may be the play of the game.
4th and less than a yard. Stanton, they fake it to Cleveland. And the pass is caught at midfield. Number 87, Mike Stevens.
What a call. What a call. And you notice the way, look at the offensive line, how they line up. It looks like it may even be a quarterback keeper. He decided to come around with a bootleg. The tight end's wide open. He only needed to get a yard. He gets more than that. Gets about 2.
1st and 10, Providence Catholic. A huge play.
Great call.
2:27 to go here in this 3rd. The Celtics leading by a point, 3-2. Stanton, and the give is to number 8. That's Mark Ryder. Ryder for about a 2-yard pickup.
Boy, you get a lot of movement in that backfield, don't you? Guys going in motion.
A lot of different
The timing has
variations,
to be extremely right on. I mean, they must practice this day in and day out all day because you have so many guys in that backfield moving in motion, and then boom, snap. That timing is beautiful.
Under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Ryder comes split out here to the near side. 2nd down and 7. Cleveland as he spins to the 42-yard line. The ball came loose or not, doesn't look like it. It'll still be Providence ball. Another 3rd down situation here, Kenny. 3rd and about 3.
It'll be 3rd and 3, and again, don't be surprised to give this ball to Cleveland. Tell you, this is such a great rivalry. These guys met at a gym back in June. The guys were lifting weights, and a little pushing and shoving started at the gym when they were lifting weights. Nothing serious, but then they just said, okay, just wait until we meet Friday night, September 20th. So this goes back to June. Wow.
3rd, Cleveland, 3rd and 2. No, he's not going to get there. Jake Schrader was there defensively for the Hilltoppers.
Schrader and a host of others.
Yes. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about a yard and a half.
But yeah, that shows the dedication. These guys are at a gym, lifting weights in the summertime, their off time. Both teams, you know, and they get into a little friendly shoving and, you know, jive talking match at the gym while they're working out. And said, hey, just wait. So we have not been disappointed tonight.
It's amazing. Providence from nearby New Lenox, and this is the only the 4th time these two teams have met. Providence holds the 2-1 advantage. 4th and about a yard to go here. Cleveland up the middle, and before the play could develop, we've got some flags.
Delay a game.
Wow. Big penalty against Providence.
He took a long time to get that off. He really did.
All right. Tell him to put 7 seconds left on the clock.
Everybody here to punt. Stay right here.
You heard
Stay right here.
Kevin McGinnis. They want to put 7 seconds back on the clock.
Hey, new ball. Hey.
And they indeed do.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty.
So the 5-yard penalty, and barring any more penalties, this should be the final play of this third quarter. 4th and 6 now. The Celtics will bring their punting unit out onto the field. John Brown back to do the punting chores for the Celtics. Now remember the last time the snap went over his head. The Hilltoppers got a safety. Good snap this time. Brown with a pretty decent punt to the far side. There's Kevin Serena. And Serena returns it to the 35, and that is the end of the third quarter here at Memorial Stadium in Joliet. The visiting Providence Catholic Celtics over the Hilltoppers 3-2. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this. Mark Kruger, Kenny McReynolds, Tom Bonnin back here at Joliet Memorial Stadium to take a look at some of the many thousands of people here tonight watching this great ball game here between Joliet Catholic and Providence. Catholic Metro Red Conference matchup. So Joliet Catholic to open up fourth quarter from their own 32-yard line. Keeping it is Quigley. Nowhere to go, though.
He faked the handoff to Buchanan, but Providence didn't buy the fake.
Luke Alsta was right there, the defensive tackle, a senior defensive tackle. Well, this Celtic defensive line, Kenny, has been so impressive here tonight.
Oh, they have been unbelievable. You wonder why they only gave up 7 points going into tonight? Now we know.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. The give is to Bobby Buchanan. He tries to cut around the corner, but steps out of bounds at the 35-yard line. About a 2-yard pickup. So it'll bring up 3rd and 7 here for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Buchanan was not about to take that extra hit. Boy, he found that sideline and went out of bounds in a hurry. Hey, how important has Cleveland been to Providence on offense? Providence ran 11 third quarter plays, 8 to Cleveland. That shows how important he is to the Providence Celtics.
3rd and 7. Joliet Catholic from their own 35. Movement there on that right side. Boy, that was Brad Singh.
Brad Singh.
Yep. Push him back 5.
Came up too soon.
Out of bounds play, right?
Those type of penalties.
No, not at all.
Especially not against either one of these two defenses out here. So instead of 3rd and 7, it's 3rd and 12 from their own 30. Quigley with double handoff this time to Buchanan, and he'll get about 3 yards on the play. That Celtic defense was not confused by that play.
Celtic defense, we've talked about that defensive line. They have been absolutely superb tonight, keeping Buchanan in check.
Mike Tomasino was in on the tackle. Now watch for the fake here now. Quigley will move away. Hetman with another punt. From his own 33-yard line is Mark Ryder. Ryder gets across midfield.
Got a hold.
40. Into the 30-yard line and forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line by Brett Hetman, the punter.
Thank goodness the punter was there. to slow them down. A good punt, but a great run back. And did you notice the hold? Great special team blocking by Providence Catholic.
A 52-yard punt. 52-yard return, I should say.
Look at the blocking right here. It goes right through the hole right there. Nice deke on the inside here. Now look at this. All he has to do is just outrun the punter. And here you see the punter, Hedman, on the angle. Comes in to knock him out of bounds.
A big punt return there by Ryder. Gives the Celtics great field position. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. It's Cleveland. Cleveland off the right side. Maybe a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Stacked up pretty well.
Let's go down to Tom Bonnet. Tom, what have you got?
Yeah, Mark, down here on the sidelines on the Joliet side, the coaching staff, the defensive coaching staff from Joliet was talking to the players. They thought they let one get away. When they had Providence stacked in at their own 10-yard line, they let that one get away. Let's see if that makes a difference in the way they play their defensive position now that they got their backs up against the wall. But the coaches were a little bit upset letting Providence out. Back to you, Mark.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. 2nd and 8 from the 15-yard line of Joliet Catholic. They fake it to Cleveland. Play action, Stanton. Flags on the play and a touchdown, but hold everything. It was Tony Vlahovic, the senior wideout, 15-yard touchdown reception from Nick Stanton.
Let's see if they bring it back.
Flags in the backfield.
Going to be a hold. Bring it back.
Holding against the Celtics. Kenny, how big is this penalty?
That's a real big penalty. Jeremy Kaufman with the hold.
Holding on the offense. White.
Oh, tell you what, he off the play action, he rolls out, finds his man open in the end zone, but you have to bring it back. And again, we've talked about penalties. You can ill afford to have penalties against either one of these good teams.
Yeah, the way this game is going, Celtics would have scored there. The Hilltoppers would have had a big hill to climb. But the 15-yard touchdown reception to Tony Vlahovic is called back, the holding call, and now it's 2nd and 21 for Providence Catholic.
More flags.
More flags, more whistles here. Clock stops with 9:38 to go in the ballgame.
Ball start.
Another penalty against Providence Catholic. So, for the Celtics.
Self-destructing.
Shooting their own, yeah. Here's the call.
Ball start, number 62, in white.
2nd and 26 now from the 36-yard line.
That's 7 penalties for 45 yards for Providence Catholic.
Well, the Celtics, they were all the way down to the 15-yard line of Joliet Catholic. Now they're pushed back to the 36. 2nd and 26 for Nick Stanton and the Celtics here. Coming out here in the flat is Cleveland. Breaks a couple of tackles. Flags on the play as he gets brought down inside the 30.
Let's see what the flag is for.
Well, this may be the 3rd straight play against the Celtics.
It looked like it was number 62.
Hold. My, oh my.
Is that going to go against Sean Dominic?
He is the left guard.
I think that's what he's going to call.
Okay. They want to go.
3 plays in a row, 3 penalties against the Celtics here.
62. Sean Dominic.
Boy, they're all the way back to their own 38 now.
White, holding. Wait for my whistle.
Yeah, I thought he held after the play. It had been passed. He didn't let the defender get back up. I think he held him down.
2nd and a whole bunch here. The give is to the fullback, Richler. Dives up the middle for about a 3-yard pickup on the play. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 25 yards to go.
Well, 3rd in light years against this defense.
Yeah. So we come up on the 9-minute mark. The Celtics holding on to a 1-point lead, 3-2. 35-yard field goal by Andrew Hopkins at the end of the first quarter. And a safety in the third quarter for the Hilltoppers. That's all the scoring here tonight. 3rd and 25. Stanton from the 33-yard line of Joliet Catholic. Pressure. Breaks away. And now we'll throw to an open Cleveland. And play. Looking to the right end zone. He is in.
Unbelievable.
33 yards, Kenny, from Nick Stanton to Clay Cleveland. And Stanton is down at the 40-yard line.
Well, he was really popped once he got rid of the football. You're talking 3rd and 25.
Wow.
Stanton rolls out, finds Cleveland for the 33-yard touchdown. It's 3rd in light years. They make the big play, but as soon as he released the ball, he was popped, and he bounces right back up. And really, really a great hand by this big sellout crowd.
Oh, I tell you. Take another look at it.
Here it is again now. Look, he should have been sacked right here. Gets away, scrambles over to the right, throws it away, and he's crushed right there as soon as he lets the ball go. Cleveland with the reception down the sideline for the 6 points.
Chris Basie with the heavy pressure on Nick Stanton, but Nick did a great job of breaking free. And the extra point attempt by Andrew Hopkins is good. And so now, with 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go, Providence is on top 10-2.
What a hit on the quarterback. That was a real big-time hit that Nick Stanton took, but he was able to complete the pass. You're talking 3rd and 25. That's unbelievable. Here it is again. Let's see if we can see the hit. Oh, as soon as he let it go. Boy, he was hit hard. And here's Cleveland down the sideline, and boy, I tell you what, you're not going to catch him in a foot race.
Nice job by Nick Stanton. Kenny, he waited as long as he can for the defense to come on up, dumped it out to Clay Cleveland, and after that, it was all Mr. Cleveland.
Really
33 yards.
42-yard scoring drive, 6 plays, a 33-yard pass to Cleveland. That drive took 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
So Brad Board and Bobby Buchanan are back deep for the Hilltoppers.
Well, it's just amazing he was able to bounce back up after taking that hit, which was a clean hit, by the way. Because he was hit as soon, just as he let that ball go.
Andrew Hopkins to kick off here for the Celtics. Borg or Buchanan? It's going to be Buchanan from his own 5. And Buchanan brings it across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And with 8 minutes and 22 seconds to go, Ryan Quigley of this Hilltopper offense trying to find pay dirt here tonight. Kenny, of course, trailing by 8 points with a touchdown. They can go for the 2-point conversion to possibly tie this one up.
No question, but you have to come away with something big. You can't afford any penalties now. You have to make something happen. The clock is your enemy now.
1st and 10, Joliet from their own 24. Quigley to the air, here to the near side. Bobby Wilkinson with the reception at the 33. 9-yard pickup.
A little bit at a time, 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1.
We come up on the 8-minute mark.
Clock management is really going to be important now.
2nd and less than a yard to go here for the Hilltoppers from the 33-yard line. Buchanan, the ball carrier. He'll cut up and he'll get the first down. Touchdown Buchanan's numbers last week, 4 touchdowns, 14 carries, 164 yards on the ground. Picks up the first down here for the Hilltoppers.
Joliet Catholic could use a little bit of that this week. Providence has done a good job keeping him in check.
1st and 10, Joliet Catholic from their own 36. Quigley with some time, and a pass incomplete, intended for Wilkinson. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice route ran by Wilkinson. The ball was just a little high, as he was open on the sidelines, but just a little bit overthrown.
Saw there a good shot at Coach Dan Sharp. three-time defending state champions here at Joliet Catholic. Second and 10 Hilltoppers from their own 36.
See if they go back to Wilkerson.
Instead, it's the handoff to Hetman, the fullback, and Brett to the 37, maybe a yard, Kenny. So another third down and long.
Well, now you have to make something happen because you don't want to give Providence the ball back because you know they'll just keep it on the ground to Cleveland and try to eat up some of that clock. Don't be surprised now if they look at Wilkerson, who has caught 4 catches for 58 yards so far tonight.
7 minutes to go. 3rd and 7. Here to the near side. Pass complete to Hetman. No, he brought it down. The 42-yard line.
Not a fumble, out of bounds.
Short of the first down, however, Kenny, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. They spotted at the 43.
That's crucial. 4th and 3.
Still plenty of time left. 6:54 to go. See what Coach Sharp decides to do here. Ryan Quigley is over. He's jogging back in with the play. 4th and 4 from their own 43.
This is a big play.
Hilltoppers fans on their feet. Quigley to his left. Pass is complete to Bobby Buchanan. And Buchanan will have a first down brought down at midfield.
They needed a big play, and they went to their big play guy, Buchanan. Comes out of the backfield, and you notice where Buchanan looked for that first down marker, stood right in front of it. Now watch Buchanan coming out the backfield. Here he comes off the play action. Buchanan is right at the first down marker. You see what that first down marker is, gets to that marker, then gets out of bounds. Great play by Buchanan, knowing where that marker was.
Right at midfield. 1st and 10, Joliet Catholic. Quigley. And he will get buried. A sack back at the 45-yard line. A 5-yard loss. The sack, Luke Alsta, the senior defensive tackle for the Celtics.
Luke Alsta beat his man off the snap. Now watch Alsta. He'll come in right here, gets around his man, and just grabs him and brings him down from behind.
He beat Nick Bisery, the left tackle for the Hilltoppers. So 2nd and 15 now for Joliet Catholic from their own 45. Quigley back to pass again.
Plenty of time.
To his left, will keep it under himself, and he'll get shoved out of bounds here.
Boy, he was hit hard, too.
By that Providence sideline, you hear the official saying, good hustle.
Boy, he took a shot, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
You hate to see your quarterback running like that.
3rd down now, and about 9 yards to go here for Joliet Catholic. Actually, they call it 3rd and 8 from the 48-yard line of Providence Catholic.
They need another big play now. Plenty of time.
They converted the 3rd down last time to Bobby Buchanan. See what they do here. 3rd and 8 from the 48-yard line. Buchanan goes in motion here for Joliet Catholic. Quigley looking this way. Oh, through the hands of Bobby Buchanan. Matt McDermott almost picked it off, but Kenny, that is one that I'm sure Bobby would want back.
You got to catch that. You have to catch it. He went with one hand. I'm sure the coaching staff will tell him you have to catch that with 2 hands. Here it is again. Now watch Buchanan. He's wide open. Good time. Plenty of protection right here. Got to catch that.
Yep.
Got to catch it. Looks like it went off that right hand. Grab it with 2.
Well, here we go, Kenny. Another big play. We've had many of them here tonight. 4th and 8. Joliet Catholic, 4th quarter. They trail by a point. 5:44 to go. Quigley with some good time. Across the middle. Pass is complete to his main man, Bobby Wilkinson. First down for Joliet Catholic.
Bobby Wilkinson has been all over the field tonight.
13-yard reception for Bobby Wilkinson.
He has been everywhere tonight. He has been their main receiver. Here he is, goes right across midfield, not afraid of the contact. Some guys don't like to come across the middle. He comes across the middle right at that first down marker. 1st and 10.
Spotted at the 35. Quickly again to the air. Airs it out to the left side. Again intended. Oh, this one may be picked off at the 9-yard line, and it is indeed picked off. Buchanan, I believe, was the intended receiver. And it looked like Dustin Summers with the interception, the 5'9" junior cornerback.
Well, it was a high ball. Didn't have a lot of zip on it. Kind of up in the air, and Dustin Summers comes down with it. Here it is again, going for it all.
Kind of a jump ball situation.
Looking for Wilkerson like a jump ball situation. Real high pass. Here it is, lobs it up. And watch Dustin Summers comes up, and right there, actually right into his hand. Step inside of Buchanan. Wow. Buchanan, the intended receiver.
So now with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the ball game, you know what the Celtics want to do. Keep it on the ground, run some clock, get a couple of first downs. Play Cleveland. Ooh, well, he almost lost that ball. Maybe a yard. That's about it.
He ran into his own man once again. Hey, those big guys got to get out the way. He keeps running into his own guys. But you have to assume they'll just keep it on the ground and try to get some first down and run this thing down.
Let's go down to Tom Bonnet on the field. Tom, what have you got?
Yeah, Mark, you know, for the real football fans, this is a chess match beyond compare here. These coaches both calling all the shots. Dan Sharp calling the plays for Joliet Catholic, and on the other side, Mark Cogliani's coordinating the defense for Providence Catholic. These two guys are head-to-head. Let's see who comes out on top at the end of this ball game.
All right, Tom. Again, it's Cleveland, and again, a minimal gain to the right side that time. Ryan Lincoln was in on the tackle, maybe a yard. Third down and long here for Providence.
Well, now your question is, do you put the ball in the air, but you're so far deep in your own territory, you don't want to risk an interception.
You're at your own 11-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Providence on top 10-2. Leovic comes split out to the lower right-hand part of your screen. 3rd and long here for the Celtics. And a flag dropped in the Hilltopper back secondary there, the 24-yard line.
Delay a game again.
We'll take a timeout and come back to Joliet right after this.
The channel location and game schedules.
After the 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 13 from their own 5, and it's Clay Cleveland who gets about 2 yards back to the 7-yard line, and Joliet Catholic will have to punt here. Providence having to punt here, and the Hilltoppers wanting a timeout. But
yeah, they want to stop that clock because you can save 30 seconds on that clock, because if you're Providence, you will take the full time allowed it before you get that kickoff. Joliet Catholic wants to stop that clock. Every second counts in a game this close.
Now in Providence, they'll be punting away literally right around from their own end zone. So Joliet Catholic, we'll see if they decide to send everybody, try to block the punt. But even if they don't, Kenny, they can set up. They'll have a nice return. They'll have excellent field position here. 3:39 to go.
Yes, I don't send everybody to block the punt because you don't want to risk a roughing the pass, a roughing the kicker penalty. So you're going to get really good field position. With a lot of time remaining, you have 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go once the ball is snapped.
And if you remember, earlier in this half, the Celtics had a bad snap. It went over John Brown, the punter's head. It resulted in the Hilltopper safety. So that, of course, plays on the mind as well. Celtics with their punting unit out there. 4th and 12 from their own 7. John Brown is about 7 yards deep in his own end zone.
And he had to be careful and not step out of bounds.
Good snap and a good punt, too, by Brown. Back at the 47-yard line is Tomasino, and Tomasino returns it to the 39 of Providence Catholic. So here we go, one of these fantastic finishes, Kenny. 1st and 10 with 3:31 to go.
That's an outstanding punt. Good punt from his own field, from his own end zone.
40-yard punt by John Brown. Joliet Catholic from the 39-yard line of Providence Catholic here. 3:31 to go. Hilltoppers trailing by 8.
Plenty of time.
Ryan Quigley. And this Hilltopper offense. The give is to Hetman. Hetman about 4 yards to the 35-yard line of Providence Catholic.
That little inside handoff. They've stayed with that an awful lot tonight.
Ryan Kolzak, the inside linebacker, was in on the tackle for the Celtics.
But now the clock becomes very important because we're right now exactly at the 3-minute mark.
2nd and 5 from the 34. Quigley. Pass complete to Bobby Wilkinson. Stays in bounds at the 25-yard line. First down for Joliet Catholic.
Bobby Wilkinson runs a little simple route right to the sideline, catches the ball, did not get out of bounds. Did he get out of bounds? Yes, he did. Here it is again. Drops back, looking right. Had his eye on Wilkinson the entire time. Wilkinson with the nice reception, and he's finally brought down.
1st and 10, Joliet Catholic from the 25-yard line. Quigley, pump fakes. Going deep.
Overthrow.
And, yeah, the intended receiver, Bobby Wilkinson, well covered that time. Number 5, Brian Pizor, the corner, was there.
The pump fake bought him a little extra time, but he just had a little bit too much mustard on it. Threw it out of the end zone.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 situation here for the Hilltoppers from the Providence 25-yard line. Mark Kruger, Kenny McReynolds, Tom Bonnet. Glad to have you with us. Our AT&T Broadband Network Game of the Week. Joliet Catholic, Providence Catholic. 2nd and 10 from the 25, and some more flags, some more whistles coming out here.
Ball start.
5-yard penalty against Joliet Catholic.
Penalties, penalties.
Boy,
Ball
they've
start.
got both teams here
On
tonight.
the offense. 2nd down.
Unbelievable. You can't shoot yourself in the foot.
Spot the ball back at the 30-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 15 now for Ryan Quigley and the Hilltoppers.
I don't think anyone has left this stadium tonight.
Jam-packed crowd here at Memorial Stadium. To the far side, Wilkinson again, and it is incomplete.
Going for the bomb.
Pardon me, Ken, that's number 10. That's Brad Borg.
Good call, good play, going for it. Borg just couldn't haul it down. Here it is again. Now he's going for the corner with Borg. Borg gets that little inside position, but he just can't bring it down.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 15 situation here for the Hilltoppers. 2:31 to go in regulation. From the 30-yard line. Quigley with some time across the middle. He's got his man, Wilkinson. Wilkinson close to a first down at the 15. Oh, my.
ASA Quigley has some great blocking in front of him. Great blocking in front of him. He'll buy a little extra time right here when he steps into the pocket. He'll buy a couple extra seconds as he steps in. Wilkerson coming across with the reception right at the markers for the first down for Joliet Catholic.
Mark Ryder was there to bring down Wilkinson, and Bobby across the middle. He knew he was going to get hit hard, but he's saying, hey, there's 2 minutes left in this game. We're down 8. We need a play. 1st and 10, Hilltoppers from the 15. Quigley under pressure, steps up. And now shovel pass to Borg. Was it a pass? It looked like it was almost a lateral. It was a shovel pass. And what are they calling it? Was it a fumble? Well, nevertheless, they're spotting it at the 15-yard.
15. Let's see. What are you going to call it? Are you going to call it a fumble?
Yeah, I think they are.
They're going to call it a fumble. He takes off. Looks like he's going to try to shovel it. Did he pass it or did he shovel it? It looked like he tried to pass it. They're going to call it a fumble. And
It was indeed a fumble. So Borg recovers, and it's 2nd and 10. And going nowhere is Bobby Buchanan. A loss of a couple on the play. It was big number 99, Brian Kolzak, to bring him down.
Well, he did a little handoff to Buchanan, and I tell you what, he had absolutely nowhere to go.
Boy, another 3rd down situation. I tell you what, this one is critical here. 3rd and 11.
With a minute to go.
Yep. From the 16-yard line. Watch it unfold here, folks. Quigley. And all through the hands of Bobby Wilkinson. Incomplete. Brian Ezor was there on the coverage.
Oh, boy, I tell you, this crowd went nuts as they thought Wilkinson had caught the ball. It was right there for a touchdown. It looked like 6 points. The crowd went wild, but great defense by Providence Catholic. Here it is again. Now, did he catch this ball? It looks like he had it. Quigley scrambles right there. Oh, you got to catch that. That's 6 points. But Wilkinson has done so much tonight. You can't fault a guy for dropping one. He has caught quite a few.
Kenny, here's the ball game. 53 seconds to go. 4th and 11. Quigley.
Picked off.
And it is intercepted by number 8. That's Mark Ryder. And Ryder going to the far side across the 20. Still going across the 30 to the 35-yard line. And with 38 seconds left to go, the Celtics can run one play and run this one out.
Well, he lost it up like that without a lot of zip on the ball, but he did not have a lot of time. He had to throw it for the end zone. Unfortunately for Joliet Catholic, it was picked off.
So now Providence Catholic can run out the clock here.
I bet he takes the knee now. You know, I said that at the end of the half. I bet he takes the knee now.
Providence Catholic coming into this one, a 17-game winning streak. And Nick Stanton will undoubtedly just take a knee here. Well, instead, they give it to Cleveland. Why not? He's been the workhorse, and he gets to the 40-yard line. Another 8-yard pickup. Half a minute remaining.
Well, I guess that's why we're up here. The coaching
Exactly.
staff is down there, but I take the knee. I don't take the chance.
Hilltoppers calling a timeout. Here's another look at the interception by Mark Ryder.
Okay, he goes back. He's scrambling around. Again, he throws it off that back foot. When you throw off that back foot, you don't get a lot of zip on the ball. It's right there to Mark Ryder, who brings it out. Actually, he could have just stood there, but he saw he was on the goal line, decided to bring it out. What a great run back by Ryder. But again, whenever you throw that ball off your back leg, and that's exactly what he did. He throws it off his back leg, so he's off balance. He doesn't, instead of throwing it off that front and that follow through, he threw it off the back. But Ryan Quigley played an outstanding game tonight.
He sure did, as did Clay Cleveland and the rest of the Celtic defense.
Okay, here's another look at the interception. Watch when he runs around. See, he throws again off that back leg. You don't have a lot of zip when you throw that ball off the back. But look at the run back. This is an outstanding run back. He could have just caught the ball and hit the ground, but he decided to get out. Now,
2nd and 2, Kenny, here from the 40-yard line.
They still don't take that knee, huh?
No, they don't. Instead, it's Cleveland. And Cleveland will get close to a first down here at the 42-yard line. And they'll stop the clock to measure here with 17 seconds to go. Well, Matt Sefner, the head coach of Providence, in his 34th season at the helm for the Celtics. Providence Catholic having won 7 state titles beginning in 1987. And this is just another huge ball game and tremendous history between Providence and Joliet Catholic.
Now, let me ask you a question. Joliet Catholic scored 2 points on the safety. Now, had the defense still just allowed the 1 touchdown from Providence all year? Special teams gave up the safety.
There you go. I would have to agree with you.
Yeah. Boy, look at the fans on the Providence side.
They are ready.
They are ready to mob this field. I hope nobody gets hurt.
The dejected Hilltopper sideline there. But like we mentioned, Kenny, with Providence dropping from Class 5A or from Class 6A down to Class 5A, these two teams are headed for a collision course in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're going to beat in the playoffs and probably early in the playoffs. He'll take the knee now.
And this will be the final play of the ball game. The Providence Catholic
took the
Celtics.
knee.
They come into Joliet and take this one by a score of 10-2 over the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. What a ball game. The Celtics now 4-0 on the season. The Hilltoppers 3-1. And there you see it. The Celtic crowd, the fans, come mobbing onto the field to help celebrate with their victorious Celtics. Look at that scene there, Kenny.
Boy, this is their state championship.
Oh, absolutely. What a game it has been. We'll take a timeout. We'll step aside and come back to Joliet's Memorial Stadium right after this timeout. Welcome back to Joliet. The final score, the Celtics over the Hilltoppers by a score of 10-2. Let's go down Tom Bonin with the victorious head coach of Providence Catholic, Coach Matt Seffner. Tom?
Mark, thanks a lot. Coach, just an outstanding game by your defense, boy. You got to be excited.
Yeah, the kids really played well. I was, you know, they didn't give up a score. You know, though it's not a shutout. We'll call it a shutout for us.
We'll count it, right. With an asterisk.
And the kids really played well. I mean, you know, they did the job when they had to after the bad snap and in the safety. You know, I was really, you know, they really impressed me. You know, in the down the road right there. You know, we got the big play when we had to have the big play. Like that was really, really important. And you know, it's just. You know, I couldn't be happy for the kids. I couldn't be happy for our fans. You know, and I think it's this venue that was here tonight. Like I said to a lot of the other people, I think, you know, Danny Sharp and the JCA administration should be congratulated, Joliet Park District, for pulling this thing off tonight. With, you know, all these fans, you know, obviously all the police department and all those things. Everybody should be congratulated. This is a great day for high school football. You know, you know, I got a chance to meet some guys in Canton, Ohio, and you know, a guy from Texas was talking about his from Mesquite, Texas, and he just we marveled at the things that go on down there in Ohio. We were in Canton McKinley High School Stadium for the induction, and what a beautiful stadium! Holds like 26,000, and you know, so hopefully, you know, we get people across the nation saw Illinois football. That's what, you know, I find myself promoting Illinois football more and more as I get older. And, you know, I really think that it's important that, you know, we get the word out. There's a lot going on here in our high schools, and this was a perfect example. It's a great football area, and again, I'm very proud of everything that our people did, our fans. And then again, congratulations to all the JC players and all their administration. What a wonderful job.
Well, a great night for all these families on both sides of the field here. But, you know, it looked a little bleak when you guys were stuck down there in their 10-yard line. But Cleveland and crew got that ball out of there.
You know, Clay is just you know, you know, you're not going to find him any, you know, the old cliche hard-nosed, but he is. You know, he is spent. He doesn't have any energy to smile right now. And, you know, my hat goes off to him. He just did a great job. I was very proud of our seniors, the two guys, Cirillo and Sean Dominic. You know, Joey and Sean did a great job on the left side. You know, they got enough movement where we can get our pullers through. That's what it's all about when we run that stuff. And, you know, and then we did, you know, Stanton comes up with some big plays. I mean, he took a horrendous hit there, and he showed me a lot right there. He said, I just got to take the hit and get the ball to Cleaver, and that's what he did. And, you know, he just took the hit, took a free couple of extra breaths while they're tending to him. He figured, I'm going to milk this a little bit. And he got off, and then he took the team the rest of the way.
Well, that was certainly a leadership role because that was the big play.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, that was big right there. that put the thing, and then we ran the clock out, or we got some big first downs, and we wanted to get that last one, and we did it. We jumped, and that kind of thing.
Well, congratulations, Coach. A lot of happy faces in New Lenox, and Joliet may be the city of champions, but tonight you guys ruled.
Well, we did a good job, and that's right. Tonight, Providence was the victor. Like I said, we know we're going to see these guys. We're going to enjoy this probably for 24 hours, 36 hours. I know I'm not even going in tomorrow. They're the other guys. I'm going down to U of I and catch a college game. I deserve that, I think.
Well, congratulations, Matt Sefner, on a great victory.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good job, Coach. Mark, back up to you.
All right, Tom, Coach Sefner, thank you very much. And Kenny, as we look back at this ball game, and we look back at that third quarter, I thought that the high snap, it was a safety. It was 3-2. Providence, they could have crumbled a little bit. Maybe momentum was starting to shift, but they did not fold. They did not crumble. They came back and got that touchdown, and they came away with the victory.
And what a touchdown it was. I mean, because he was hit, really popped. As soon as he got rid of it, it was unbelievable. Just a great game.
We'll step aside and come back with more here from Joliet Memorial.
Just from big guys to players and athletes, they were firing off the ball. It was whoever gets the first punch is able to win. So they got up there, they're pulling nice, they were doing everything good. They just need to open up a little hole for me, and I can get up there. We were getting about 5-6 yards carry. I don't know if that's right, but it just felt like we were moving the ball good. The line deserves a lot of credit, so does the prep D. They were the ones that got us better, that helped us out all week, that what made us able to beat JCA.
Well, it was a great guessing game between the coordinators out there, the offensive and defensive coordinators. But, talk about that defense, boy. I mean, you gave them a nice rest when you were able to move the ball, but the defense came up big when you needed it.
Oh, that's what Providence football is based around, is the defense. It's the gang green. They deserve most of the credit. Like, they might not make a tackle. They might play the best game of their life, not get any press. They might not make a tackle, interception, or anything. But it's the small things that the defense does to help us win.
Well, a big guy with a big heart and a big line in front of him and spells a lot of success. Again, as I said to Coach, Joliet may be the city of champions, but tonight you guys are the champs.
Thank you.
Congratulations, our AT&T prep player of the game. Mark, back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. Clay Cleveland, congratulations on the great victory here tonight. Another 100-yard performance, and but he touched on it, Kenny, that offensive line and that defense certainly helped in tonight's ball.
Well, I tell you what, he's the only guy I've seen that's
5 fouls.